Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Now, yesterday I got an email about the Amber Heard trial, and you can see it already on the screen. Apparently, it was kind of like an email, and they're going to write an article. I don't think the article is going to be on me. I think it's just going to be on the trial, and you'll be able to read it right there. What we come up into, but the reason I want to do this and bring this to you, I'm not going to use the person's name, but as you can see, it's right there. The name of the publication is Daily Dot. It's a good publication. I went to go check out who they are. It's legit. I saw them on Twitter. I read some of their stuff. They don't seem to message forward like they're going to put out a bunch of bullshit and they just want to push a message. So that's why I was fine. Yeah. And at the same time, I'm going to have to admit that I don't care if anybody wants to write a story or do something with me. I'm down. I take on all challengers. I take on everybody that wants to do something. So let's just jump into this. So from this person at the Daily Dot, hello, I'm a writer with the Daily Dot, and I'm reaching out to some of the more high-profile accounts that covered the Depp Heard trial to see if they have another upcoming trial or legal proceeding that they're planning on covering. I know some creators are already looking at the Marilyn Manson ERW trial, as you have, or the Brad Pitt Angelina Jolie lawsuit. I didn't even know what that was, and I just want to say thank you to this person because that's a good lead. So I'm probably going to get into that in a video pretty soon. I'm also curious if the wild engagement around Depp Heard TikTok content is influencing what you cover next, or how much content you put out about it. Any insight welcome, thanks. And I covered up everything else. And here's my first response. Good afternoon. The Depp case really fell into my lap. I had just started a new YouTube channel and I heard all of the audios from Amber Heard and I knew what I had to do. The Manson case I found while covering the Depp case. I know of Manson, I never liked his music or ever dug his demon shtick, so it was easier to come at the story neutrally. I am leaning right now to Manson, but it's strictly based on evidence. As far as basing my content on engagement, I'd have to say I do for TikTok. I have done plenty of other stories for YouTube, but TikTok is ablaze with Depp v. Heard. If you have anything else, I'd be happy to be of assistance. Much appreciated. Pop culture. And this person replied with, thanks for getting back to me. I do have a follow-up. I see you posted a TikTok claiming Evan Rachel Wood and Amber Heard plotted together to bring these men down. The evidence against Manson is pretty damning and well established, and yet a lot of people in the comments seem to just blindly be saying she is a liar as well because of the Amber connection. Is that part of testing the engagement? That was weird to me. Do you think the biased framing of the Depp Heard trial is going to be employed on wildly different cases? Evan Rachel Wood, Marilyn Manson, Angelina Brad, Meg the Stallion, and Tory Lanez. I did see something on Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez. I will dig into that and see what we can find about that. We'll see what's going on. Hey, why not? And that's what they said. And this is my reply to them. Good morning. Well, I'm actually very, very passionate about the Manson case. I do genuinely believe that there is a connection between Amber and Evan. I think there's a reason they both set themselves up as ambassadors for women's rights so they could have the platform to be believed without having proper evidence. We saw the evidence Amber had, and it was a huge zero. So now diving into Evan, it's really suspect that she just has one photo. And we're finding both Ilma Gore and ERW broke federal law. If Evan's case was so good, she would have never needed to do that. Any of that, Truth doesn't need to be propped up. It stands on its own. I genuinely feel in my heart I've stumbled upon the largest abuse hoax in the history of our society. These two women genuinely thought that they would just be believed, hands down, no questions asked. I am still digging, but I do have a hunch they're connected to high-level feminist attorney Gloria Allred and Lisa Bloom. I do believe those two people are related. Allred is the mom, Bloom is the daughter, in some form. There's quite a few similarities in how those two cases were put out and the two victims. Amber didn't want to name her accuser, as did ERW. Amber propped herself up on the ACLU's back, just like Evan Rachel Wood propped herself up on the Phoenix Act's back. And they both had claimed to be deathly afraid of their abusers, But it's been proven they both went back many, many times. If it looks like a duck, you know. As far as biased framing, I think from here on out, and I put in quote in parentheses, I have, is that it? I think that's what it's called, parentheses. I have alluded to on my show, there is no longer going to be just believe women because she's a woman. Amber Heard really screwed a lot of women and hashtag me too with her actions. There's no doubt about that. But I've said before, if another woman comes forward and she has pictures like Rihanna did, then that's a slam dunk. Nobody really needs to question her. And finishing off, personally, I believe these two women, Amber Heard and Evan Rachel Wood, knew, okay? They knew. They knew they could exploit the system. They knew they could try and pull at the heartstrings of our society and just be believed. That they truly wouldn't need any kind of real credible evidence. My argument for Manson having multiple accusers is the fact that Gore and Wood had to impersonate feds, and they had to literally create scripts and checklists for the accusers they recruited. If there was truly anything there, they would have never needed to do any of that. They could have just contacted everybody and made it happen. As far as posting for engagement or clicks, I think that's just this business. You got to know what the people want to read, watch, or listen to. Much appreciated, pop culture. And then the other, I do believe she asked, was it in the other one? Yeah, do you want your name used or your TikTok handle? I did miss that one. And I told her TikTok handle is better for me. So that was interesting. But like I said, I did that for transparency. That's why I wanted you to see it, because I'm not going to have someone from a publication. I mean, granted, the publication, I've been to it. Excuse me. I just ate Burger King for breakfast. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Oh, it's so fake. It tasted so chemically, you know? Like normally I'll eat eggs from a Mexican restaurant, but today I wanted something different, so I got Burger King, and now it's like, ugh. But I just wanted transparency, man. Like, I'm not going to let someone go out there and write a story. And that's what they do. Like, I'm happy that this person was respectful. They didn't get in my emails with an attitude, or there was no bullshit that they brought to my email. That's why I was fine about it. I was really good about it. Now, granted, let's say in the future we get some more of this happening. I mean, I'm going to bring it to you because I do want you to know what these people are asking me. So that way, if you ever read a story and they're like, oh, pop culture said this. Like, he told us what he told you, and that's not what he said. Like, you know, stuff like that. Like that kind of stuff can happen, and we've seen it happen. So that's why I wanted to let you know what happened, because I think it's most important that you know everything. You have to know everything. If you don't know everything, then there's no point in even coming and being here, and we spend this time together. You know what I mean? So I think we have a lot today. Where are we at? 8 minutes? I think we can go probably about to 30, because we do have a bit here. We got a lot going on with this Marilyn Manson. I just found these articles, and they're very, very interesting. And they're not like mainstream. They're not like CNN or, you know, Variety or Entertainment Tonight. This is kind of a, damn it, I didn't see the publication. Let me see if I can find the publication. NME. I don't know what that is, but, you know, it's not mainstream. So I did, you know, by Jackson Langford, whoever that person is, that's one. And then the other one that wrote this, Rianne Daly. Okay. You know, these were in 21. So that's why I wanted to go into these. So let's just jump in. Rose McGowan addresses abuse claims against her ex-fiance, Marilyn Manson. The actor was engaged to the musician for 2 years before separating in 2021. Rose McGowan has spoke out about the abuse claims against her ex-fiance, Marilyn Manson, saying she stands with the woman, behind the allegations. Now that's big. We're going to start off right there. That's big, right? Okay, well, let's just keep on reading. The actor was engaged to Manson for 2 years, but separated from him in 2001. The couple were together for around 3.5 years. The charmed star shared an Instagram post last night, February 1st, and this is from February 2nd, okay, obviously, in which she addressed the allegations by Westworld actor Evan Rachel Wood and other women. Now listen to this. I am profoundly sorry to those who have suffered the abuse and mental torture of Marilyn Manson, she wrote. Oh, and here's the whole thing. Duh. I don't know why I did that. This is from her Instagram account directly. I am profoundly sorry to those who have suffered the abuse and mental torture of Marilyn Manson. When I say Hollywood is a cult, I mean, yeah, I mean the entertainment industry, including the music industry, is a cult. Let's just keep on going on before I comment. Let me see, cults protect the rot at the top. Theirs is a sickness that must be stopped. The industrial fame complex chooses who they protect and who they'll let be their victims for profit. I stand with Evan Rachel Wood and all of those who have or will come forward. And please don't pull the why did they take so much time to come forward question that shames victims and survivors. It's what stops others from coming forward. And to all of those who have covered for monsters, shame on you. Rise and say no more. Well, you already saw my eye roll. Look, let's just break this down. Cult Project, the right at the top. Like, I guess because she's trying to say that Marilyn Manson made so much money for these people, you know what I mean? Like it's like it's like he's like at the top of his game, the same way Johnny Depp was, you know, these people at the top, these powerful men at the top, like whatever, fine. There's a sickness that must be stopped, the industrial fame complex, who they protect and who they will let be their victims for profit. I stand with Evan Rachel Wood for those who come forward. Please don't pull the why did they take so much time to come forward question. Why? Why is that? Like what is this deal with these people? Can't even say that anymore. What is the deal with these women that are like this? Like what's the deal? Why can't I ask you a question? Why is it that I can't say, "Oh, well, can we go into it a little bit?" No, you have to just believe. You have to just believe and shut up. And shame on you. Rise and say no more. Just rise only. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like I'm the type of like I'm a parent, right? I'm the type of parent that if my kid did something, yeah, like I do give my children the benefit of the doubt, right? But if my kid did something and the principal came to me and said, "Oh yes, Andrew, your son did X and your son did X," and I'd be like, "Oh really? Okay. So what am I going to do? I'm going to think my son did something, of course, or they wouldn't have called, right? So when my son comes home, I'm going to be like, what the hell happened? What's going on?" And he's going to give me his side, and then if we do have a principal meeting or some shit, then I'll hear the principal's side as well. But also at the same time, that's the school's thing. Like my decision based on that, because let's say that they suspended him either way. Hey, well, that's the suspension. It's not like I can go to the principal and be like, "Hey, you better not suspend my son." Ugh. Like, no. But at the same time, let's say your kid gets into a fight and he really was being picked on. If a child really is being picked on, well, then he needs to defend himself. You know, he needs to whatever. You know, there's variables. What I'm saying is I'm not going to hear the principal's voice and then just take their word for it and be like, "Oh yeah, you're damn right. My son did that. I'm going to punish him." Like, you got to hear the kid out. You got to hear both sides. You have to do it so that way you can figure out what happened. You know? So that's why I don't like this shit. I don't like it that these people tell us and they guilt shame us and they're like, "No, you can't ask questions ever. And if you ask questions, shame on you. Shame. Like, dude, fuck you and your shame, bro. You can kiss my fucking ass with that shit. For real. I don't play that. You're not going to play that game with me. Okay, and that's why a lot of the followers that I have, a lot of the subscribers, that's how they feel. You're not gonna play this game with them because that's all that is, bro. That's all that is. That means, and it's been that way. It's been that way for so long. You can just come out and say whatever you want, and believe her. Shame, dude. Come on, like no. I'm sorry. And like I said in the email, when we have proof, like Rihanna. Okay, it's not that hard to fucking see that you can you don't need to question Rihanna, do you? Okay, and you can see the photo there, so it's not that fucking difficult. So moving on, question that shames victims and survivors. The victim shaming, those are just guilt tactics. That's all they are. They're tactics to make you shut up and listen and not speak. Oh, well, you can't victim shame. You can't slut shame. You can't so-and-so shame. You know what? Fuck you and your stupid terms. You can suck my, like Amber Heard told Johnny Depp, you can suck my, that's what I'm telling you. Because I don't play that. I don't play that, and I'm never going to play that. And I don't care if one day I get successful in this game and one day they come to me and they're like, look, Andrew, you have to stop. You have to stop with the cursing. You have to change your attitude. And I'm going to be like, dude, I'm sorry, but this is what got me here. Like, I'm not going to fucking play these games with these people. Like, I've already stopped using the word, like, I'm not going to play around. Because then, if I play around, why the hell should you believe me? If I go and change something about what I'm doing, if I don't sit here and I don't be myself, and I don't be the real me, and I don't be literally neutral in everything we do here together, why the fuck should you even watch my channel? There's no point then. You might as well go watch CNN or MSNBC or Fox News or any other bullshit. Okay, you might as well go watch them. If you want to be lied to, then go watch Channel 5 or whatever channel you have in your area. I was going to say Channel 5 because we have like Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 8, Channel 6, the local news. If you want to be lied to, go watch the news. I don't have time for that shit. And because I'm not really a good actor, like I can't sit here and lie and it'll look like I'm fucking lying. I'm not good at that. I learned that when I was a child. I couldn't lie to the principal whenever something bad happened. I couldn't lie about shit. So I'd be like, yeah, I did it. And what? Oh, well, you're going to get detention. Okay, who fucking cares? Let's go. I got football practice anyway. You're going to give me half an hour for detention? Cool. I don't got to be in football practice for half an hour. Good. Like, that's how I always was. But victim shaming, hey, and you have covered for monsters. Let's just say this. We still have to go through the whole trial with Marilyn Manson, God willing that there's a public one and they don't hide it, and that way we have to listen to the mainstream media. But we still have to go through the whole thing. And if you think that I won't sit here and cover the whole thing the same way we did at Johnny Depp, then you got another fucking thing coming, because that's what we want. We want everything. And that's what these people don't understand. These people don't get that. And I don't give a fuck. I say that all the time. These people. And I'm pointing at Rose McGowan and this feminist stuff. Toxic, sorry, not feminist, but, toxic feminist. Like, this is how these people are. It's just, oh, no, you can't even question me because you question me? Shame. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this, Handmaid's Tale? Like, oh, dude, that show sucks. I had to watch it a couple of times with this chick. Like, no. That show, I remember I've said before that, yeah, guys, you should watch shows with your girls. Okay, that show's fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I watched 2 episodes. And the second time I told her, I was like, look, do we really have to watch this? Can we watch anything else? And she's like, okay, yeah, we'll change it. So we changed it. So moving on. In a video, McGowan, here it is right here. In a video, McGowan added that she was proud of Evan Rachel Wood and the 3 other women and listen to what she said, when he was with me, he was not like that. But that has no bearing on whether he was like that with others before or after. Okay. So let's just clear this bullshit. You're trying to tell me the Manson case literally stands on the legs of the notion that he has multiple accusers, so that makes him guilty, right? But then this person literally says, when he was with me, he was not like that. Oh, okay. So then it is just really believe me and shut the fuck up. That's really what it is, bro. You can't do that. You're not going to do that. And I'm not going to let you do that. If you're telling me that the entire Marilyn Manson case is based on, oh, well, he has multiple accusers. Oh, okay. Well, look, here's one of his past women that says, when he was with me, he was not like that. And there's also 2 other women. I don't know the names of them. Or actually his wife, Dedavon something. And there's other woman named Aurora. I don't have their names here, but I know those 2 for sure. Okay? So you're not going to play this fucking game with me. We're not here, and we're not going to do that. And I'm not going to let you do that. Okay? I'm not going to allow it. I stand up to this bullshit. Okay, if you're telling me that the Marilyn Manson case, the entire case stands on the fact that he has multiple accusers, but then you have someone in his past saying when he was with me, he was not like that, well, then you're full of fucking shit and get the fuck out of my face. I'm telling you straight up, because I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to that bullshit, and I'm not going to stand for it. And I'm telling you, like in the Big Lebowski, this aggression will not stand, man. It will not stand. And then she goes on, it takes time to come forward. You know what? Fine, it does. It takes time to come forward. And again, I am proud of these women and anybody who stands against an abuser. Okay, so I want to know, did she say anything about Johnny Depp? Let's see. Did Rose McGowan say anything about Johnny Depp? Right here. Rose McGowan, Johnny Depp. Let's see what she said. Did she say anything? Pictures. Rose McGowan claims she was raped by Hollywood executive Johnny Depp. Let's see. Congratulations, Johnny Depp. Amy Smart, Rose McGowan matched in blue. Shane McGowan saved. See, look, nothing saying. There's no. Why isn't there a headline saying, "Oh, Rose McGowan says Johnny Depp stood up to an abuser"? Why the fuck doesn't she say that? Oh. Because you're full of fucking shit, that's why. And you know what's funny about that is that woman took down Harvey Weinstein, bro. Like that was practically what Me Too was totally about, Harvey Weinstein. Like, you can't play this bullshit. I'm proud of those women and anybody who stands against an abuser. Well, why aren't you proud of Johnny Depp? Exactly. Going on, Manson has since denied the claims in his own Instagram post, saying his relationships have always been entirely consensual. Told you, consent. That would be like a future, not a futuristic. What would it be? Like someone in like business or some shit, some kind of bro, like a Wall Street bro. Nah, bro, she totally gave me consent. Nah, we banged last night, and she was like, "Oh yeah, let's do it." And I was like, "Do you consent?" And she was like, "Yeah." It's like, bro, she gave me consent. So, anyways, consent. This is what we're talking about here. Okay? Regret is not abuse. That's it. Regret, just because Evan Rachel Wood went out with Marilyn Manson, she had some crazy, insane, consensual sex. That's not abuse, bro. Regardless of how and why others are now choosing to misrepresent the past, that is the truth. Oh, I know why. We saw why. Impersonating a federal agent, okay, creating checklists, literally writing down scripts like morons. If you're going to do something that's against the law, why the fuck would you write it down? What is wrong with you? After the allegations were made, the musician was dropped from his label Loma Vista and removed from the TV projects he was working on, including American Gods and Creepshow Anthology. So this article, the next one, it said, this is the one, you see those red words right there where it says Manson has since denied the claims? Okay, this article is that. So let's jump into that. From NME, Marilyn Manson denies abuse allegations, calls recent claims horrible distortions of reality. My intimate relationships have always been entirely consensual with like-minded partners, dude. Let's get into this. Marilyn Manson has denied allegations of abuse leveled against him on Monday, calling the claims, horrible distortions of reality. On Monday, February 1st, actress Evan Rachel Wood and 4 other women accused Manson of grooming. If you're an adult, it's not grooming. It's grooming if you're a child. You're an adult. It's not grooming. Grooming, abuse, and manipulation. Westwood actor Wood wrote on Instagram, "I'm done living in fear of retaliation, slander, or blackmail." Or are you done not being in the spotlight anymore? Jeez, I am here to see, and that's the problem. She could have gone on living her life, you know. This is the problem I have. If it was abuse, why didn't you come forward 2 years after you were with him? Why didn't you come forward 4 years? Why didn't you come forward 6 years? Why didn't you come forward 8 years? Why did you wait till 10 years? Why? Because that Ilma Gore woman, and then y'all totally scissor-sistered, and then she told you, "Oh my God, all that stuff you did with him, like we could totally get his ass." Yeah, because after they scissored, they probably were in bed having pillow talk, and they were like, "Oh my God, you know what I did with Marilyn Manson?" And she's like, "Yes, girl, tell me." I'm like, dude. Monday, February 1st, living in blackmail. "I'm here to expose the dangerous man and call out the many industries that have enabled him before he ruins any more lives. Well, we're here to expose the women that actually, well, I have to say, yeah, the women, because I don't think a man would ever try to do this bullshit. We're here to expose the women that think that they can exploit the system that we live in. Okay? That's what we're here to do. Manson has since taken to Instagram to deny the allegations, saying all of his relationships have been completely consensual. Obviously, my art and my life have been long magnets for controversy, but these recent claims about me are horrible distortions of reality. My intimate relationships have always been entirely consensual with like-minded partners, regardless of how and why others are choosing to misrepresent the past. That is the truth. Going on. Following the allegations made by the 5 women, Manson was dropped. We already read that. In light of today's disturbing allegations by Evan Rachel Wood, this was their statement. And other women naming Marilyn Manson as their abuser, Loma Vista will cease to further promote his current album, 2020's We Are Chaos, effective immediately. The statement given by the label read. So before we read this is one of the reasons I love Dior, okay, with Johnny Depp. Because they never let him go. They never let him go. And I don't know what that smells like. I'm also not really a cologne guy. So, if I bought cologne, if I was a cologne guy, that's the one I'd buy. And simply because of loyalty that they had to him. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. Okay, and here is their statement from, Loma Vista. Due to these concerning developments, we have also decided not to work with Marilyn Manson on any future projects. That was the end. So it was that. It was basically from that quote, in light of today's disturbing allegations, to any future projects. What a dumbass I am. Okay. Well, yeah. And then now from the exact same one, from what is it called? Hold on. EMN? What is it? Hold on. NME. What am I, dyslexic? Okay, from NME, here's another one. Marilyn Manson's team issues a statement over Evan Rachel Wood controversy. Manson ended the recent interview, so apparently he got mad and walked off an interview with Metal Hammer after the publication brought up Wood's 2019 testimony in which she detailed a past abusive relationship. Marilyn Manson's representatives have issued a statement on the artist's behalf in response to the questions about his past relationship with the actress Evan Rachel Wood. In response comes after Manson ended an interview with Metal Hammer in September after the publication asked about testimony Wood gave in front of the California Senate Public Safety Committee in April 19. That testimony took place during a hearing for the creation of the Phoenix Act, which extends the statute of limitations on domestic violence felonies from 3 to 5 years. Originally, they wanted 7 to 10. And all the stuff that took place with Manson, wouldn't you know, how convenient, was 10 years. So I'm pretty sure the Senate was probably like, oh, we know what this chick is doing. We know what she's doing. We're going to give him 3 to 5. Get her out of my fucking office. Get her out of my office. Wood spoke in her testimony about an abusive relationship she had been in for several years with a man she had met in her late teens. Who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? It sounds like Amber Heard. I'm telling you, it sounds exactly like Amber Heard, dude. And you expect me to believe that these two aren't connected? Bro, if it quacks like a duck. While she did not specify who the man was, Wood gave a similar testimony about an abusive relationship to House Judiciary Subcommittee in February 18. Manson and Wood got engaged in January 10 after beginning a relationship in 07, but they called off their engagement in August 10. After Manson cut short his interview with Metal Hammer, the publication sent Manson's UK publicist 10 key questions that they wanted him to answer about his past relationships with Wood and other women. The questions included references to previous interviews, such as 2009 interview Manson gave to Spin, where he appeared to acknowledge his tumultuous relationship with Wood, and Manson's lyric with Metal Hammer citing the song Perfume for the lines, "So you wear your damage on your sleeve 'cause victim is chic. You're as famous as your pain." We encourage these ongoing efforts towards accountability within the music industry. Yeah, if it's only a guy, right? And we are aware that providing artists with unquestioning support, particularly when there's a legitimate reason to ask questions, undermines that undermines that no matter how much we love their music and or like them as people. Well, you know what? I don't even like his music, and I don't even like him. Well, I don't like his shtick. I don't really know the guy as a person yet. We are going to get into a bunch of it. I have found a bunch of stuff from a lot of people that are sending me a lot of stuff, and this feels exactly like the Amber Heard thing. What did I say about the Amber Heard thing? There's going to be so many people that know they're being lied to that they're going to go out of their way to prove she's full of fucking shit, and that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. Excuse me. Undermines that no matter blah blah blah. Metal Hammer explained. Like them as people. Metal Hammer explained in a piece about their Manson interview. It's important we clarify that we're not accusing. Look, if you're not standing with him, if you're dropping his ass, then that is basically a guilty verdict for you. That means you do think he's guilty. What the fuck are you talking about, you idiot? You fucking moron. It is important to clarify that we are not accusing Marilyn Manson of anything, the outlet added. We just wanted to have a conversation about it. He refused. In response to the Metal Hammer's questions, Manson's PR team have issued a lengthy statement which you can read in full below. Personal testimony is just that, and we think it's inappropriate to comment on that. You then go on to talk about Manson being accused of terrible things by unnamed critics, but offer no guidance on who these critics are and what these things are. So it's not possible to comment. See, and they did it on purpose. They do, and that's what they do on purpose. It's just the same thing as, oh, well, don't victim shame, don't slut shame. Oh, so that way, you can't even speak. Shame. That's exactly the same exact thing. That's literally the same exact thing. They keep things vague so that way you can't comment and that way you can't say anything. So you have to be, I don't know if that's censored, but you know what I mean. Shut up. You have to be shut up. They go on. You then mentioned Mickey Rourke. We got something coming up on that. It is my understanding that Evan Rachel Wood dated multiple people around the time she was dating Manson. So she cheated, huh? Basic internet research will give you a host of other names that have not come up in any of our discussions. After testifying before the House Judiciary Committee in 2018, Wood confirmed on Twitter that Rourke did not abuse her, writing, "A lot of rumors have been circulating around." Watch this. Circulating around about who I was talking about in my testimony. I would like to clear something up and say it wasn't Mickey Rourke. We were never together. Really? Are you sure about that? Because that sure does. And thank you to Ezra Juarez. This is what I'm telling you right here. These people are going to come out and they're going to prove that you're full of fucking shit. And this person right here, this person's been sending me all kinds of stuff. And I'm going through everything she sends me. Okay? So let me make one thing very clear, Evan Rachel Wood. You're fucked too, just like Amber Heard is, because a lot of people know you're fucking lying. So they're going to go out of their fucking way to prove you're full of shit. So let's read the end of that statement again. A lot of rumors have been circulating around about who I was talking about in my testimony. I would like to clear up something and say it wasn't Mickey Rourke. We were never together. Well, what the fuck is that? What the fuck are you talking about? And what is that? Look pretty fucking happy to me. He looks like he just got his dick sucked. That's what he looks like. He looks like, and her lipstick's all fucked. Lord only knows what she did with that. So you're not going to play this bullshit, man. You're not going to fucking play this game because I'm not going to let you. I'm going to stand up and say you're full of fucking shit. Going on. Your next couple of points deal with comments Manson made in Spin magazine in 2009. Your confusion around the timeline of this is extremely worrying. The comments in Spin where Manson had a fantasy of using a sledgehammer on Evan and he cut himself 158 times was obviously a theatrical rock star interview promoting a new record and not a factual account. Some people have said that about his autobiography, that the autobiography of Marilyn Manson that came out where he was saying he was doing a bunch of shit to people was just that, an autobiography of Marilyn Manson. Okay, so Whether this guy's screwed in the head, that's not what we're here for. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about his personal problems. I don't care if Marilyn Manson is two people, or I don't care if Brian Warner's one and Marilyn Manson's the other. I don't fucking care. That's his deal. He's free to do whatever the fuck he wants. We're here to prove these people are full of shit. That's what we're here for. So this guy can do whatever he wants. This is America, at least for as long as it's going to be, and he's free to be himself. And all we're here for is false bullshit allegations. That's all we're here for. The comments in Spin were met. Okay, new record and theatrical rock star promoting a new record are not a factual account. The fact that Evan and Manson got engaged 6 months after this interview would indicate that no one took this story literally. And that's two. There's another one. How is it that these two women, Amber Heard and Evan Rachel Wood, they both claim that the men they were with were so hardcore and so, I was so afraid of him. Oh, I was afraid of him. I thought he was going to kill me. But you still married him. I'll go ahead and wait for an answer, or I'm going to be sitting here for my entire fucking life. So let's do that again. You people, you two people, y'all are saying these two men were horrible. They wanted to kill you. They wanted to hurt you. They wanted to abuse you. But you still married them afterwards. And you know what my favorite part about this is? You have people going in the comments of my YouTube videos. There was this one person, and she said, well, love is complicated. What? Okay. What the fuck does that have anything to do with anything? What the fuck? What? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Love is complicated. Okay. Whatever. Next, you go on to talk about Manson commenting on sexual harassment, Me Too, and specifically the experiences of his ex-partner, Rose McGowan. These are all issues that Manson has publicly addressed and are available online. Please see Channel 4 interview from 15. Okay, we didn't see that. Manson has never shied away from public comment. Equally, he does not have to make the same comment twice. Well, I'll gladly sit here and do that because I do that all the time. I say the same thing twice, and whether it's redundancy or accidental, I don't know, because I'm just up here riffing. You know, that's how we do. When you and I spend our time together, we're just going at it. We're having a good time. Going on, there will be no further comment on specific songs. Your journalist had the opportunity to ask Manson about his music. Oh, get his ass. One of only 2 interviews granted in the UK, and he chose not to. Trying to weave one section of one song from an artist with a 30-plus year career to fit a narrative is both disingenuous and troublesome. Boom, bitch. You mentioned Manson's ex-fiancée, Rose McGowan, in your questions. Rose is one of the bravest and most outspoken figureheads of the Me Too movement. She really is, and she's getting demonized for that. Like they went after her for that, for the shit that she wanted to take. She wanted to take down all those dudes. They really went after her. Manson remains friends with McGowan, and she talks very fondly of their 3.5 years together. Yeah, dude, we don't even need to go back. You heard what she said. There are multiple sources worldwide. I linked to the Washington Post articles on McGowan's memoir, Brave. You failed to mention Manson's ex-wife, Dita Von Teese, who remains good friends with Manson. Quoting from a Female First article published in 2018, Dita admits she has been lucky to avoid any abusive episodes in the entertainment industry in her career. There are also numerous articles over multiple years where Evan Rachel Wood speaks very positively about her relationship with Manson. In netaporters.com, the edit, I wouldn't trade any of our relationship, Wood told the mag. I appreciate everything he taught me. Oh, I just don't think we were right for each other. Finally, so hold on. This is the problem again, dude. Again, bro, if these dudes were so hardcore, if these dudes were so fucking hardcore, they still got married, and then they're still talking about them like this. Like, come on. And then Amber Heard yesterday, she's like, I'm still in love with him. I still love him. Like, bitch, you said that he wanted to kill you. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god. Finally, you talk about death threats. Manson knows all about those. He has had many. He has spent his career being blamed for everything from Columbine to teenage suicide. Yeah, dude, he really has. And I remember when I used to hear that shit about him. Like, the one song I can admit I've heard is called The Beautiful People. I mean, everybody's probably heard that because it's been in so many movies. But, you know, like, it's like me, man. This is why I'm so passionate about this. Like, I'm an asshole. So someone would say something about me and like, oh yeah, he's an asshole. Yeah, yeah, that guy. Yeah, oh yeah. Like, dude, come on, give the guy a break. And you want me to tell you what that actually sounds like? They're mad he's successful at what he did. That's all it sounds like. What are you mad that he's a demon? He does his demon shtick and he goes on stage and he does a bunch of crazy ass shit and you don't like that. So now, oh yeah, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him now. We're gonna drop him. Shut the fuck up. Like, no, dude. The guy is good at what he did. He scored with his demon thing, and that's it. Why are you so mad about it? You know, like, it's the same thing they did with NWA back in the day. With NWA, they would blame everything on NWA, like an Ice Cube and those dudes. You remember NWA? Okay, and that's all that happened. NWA got famous because of their rap, because they took the opportunity at the time. That's what happened. And it's the same thing with Marilyn Manson, okay? It's just about these guys getting successful with how they did it, and now people don't like that because people don't like them and how they became successful. That's all it is. He has been from Columbine to teenage suicide. Unfortunately, we live in a time where people believe what they read on the internet and feel free to say what they want with no actual evidence. The effects can be catastrophic, and promoting non-fact-based information is wholly irresponsible. All we can try and do as the media and individuals, is to use facts and truth and not hide behind gossip and conjecture to further our own agendas. And that's one of the reasons, and that's going to be it. And that's one of the reasons I come on my show and I always have this and I always have something to go with. I don't just come on my show and then like, let's say, oh yeah, during the Amber Heard trial. Okay, well, I saw like 5 minutes of the trial, and let me tell you what my opinion is. I think Johnny Depp did it. Like, I saw 5 minutes of the trial. I know about it all, okay? Yeah, I saw 5 minutes. Yeah, like, dude, no, bro. I would literally sit there for fucking 6 hours hearing that woman speak, and it was hell. I'm sorry. Like, there were times when she was speaking and I was taking my notes and I was like, oh my God, I want to kill myself. Like, oh my God. And dude, and that happened. I forgot how long she was on the stand. I believe it was over 4 days for the first time, remember? And then I think it was another 3 days after that break. Because remember, there was like a week break in between. Dude, those days were awful, having to hear that woman talk for hours on end. And that's why I would have notes, and I would have literal tons and tons of notes, because I'm not just gonna come on my show and then you're gonna click play on your YouTube on your phone and you're gonna hear me talk, and I'm like, imagine if you click play on your phone and I came on, right, and I was like, oh, thank you for liking and subscribing, yada yada yada. So today I saw 5 minutes of the trial, and let me tell you something, bro. Swipe goodbye. So that's why, dude. That's why a lot of this shit is just insane. It really, really is. I wanted to show you this. I just found this morning, which is kind of funny. I want to end it on this one. This is the kind of post that I used to be like when I didn't give a fuck, back in the day of the old days of Facebook. I used to say shit like this. People really get on here talking about I'm a vibe. No, you're a piece of shit. Look, I know it's only funny to me. Maybe it's funny to you, or maybe it's crass, but to me, that's fucking hilarious. So we're gonna leave it there. Look, man, this Marilyn Manson thing it's getting out there, and there's some people that are really angry. Like, I've seen some really mean comments. This one woman told me, well, "You're making an ass out of yourself." Hey, dude, I'm a YouTuber. That's my job. Like, that's my job. I'm supposed to come on here and make a fool out of myself so that way people can be entertained. That's the point. Okay? You want to entertain people. You want to keep people watching. So we're just going to go ahead and leave it there. You heard everything. And I just have to say, dude, I'm going to say it one more time about the Marilyn Manson thing. You're trying to tell me that the entire Marilyn Manson case stands on the notion that he has multiple accusers from his past, but then he also has that's three women, because his wife, that Greta, Von Teese, I don't know her Dita, right? Dita Von Teese. And then the Aurora woman, I don't know her first name, or I don't know if that's her last name. And then now Rose McGowan says that Though that never happened with me. So you have three. So then what are we supposed to do? Are you going to believe him when he gets four? Because there's four women accusing him, right? There's four people accusing him. So are you going to believe it when four people say no? Like, is this like a head to head kind of thing? Is that what it is? Because I mean, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. You're not going to be able to pull this bullshit where the entire notion of the Manson case is, well, he's got other accusers. Oh my God, look, he's so guilty. He's got other accusers. Okay, well, what about the three people that say he didn't do anything? What about them? See? But then, also you have Rose McGowan. And she's like, oh, I stand with Evan Rachel Wood. Like, fine, then go stand with her. Stand on the wrong side. Nobody fucking cares. Like, that's fine. I'm just saying that's not okay, bro. And I'm going to stand here and I'm going to tell you, do I stand with Marilyn Manson? Yes. But it's not like I'm a goth, and I'm putting on all black and makeup and all that bullshit and I'm like, yeah, I stand with Marilyn Manson. Like, no, man. I stand with them because they're trying to exploit the system. These people are trying to play us for fucking fools, dude. That's what they're doing. They're trying to play us all for fools. And you saw in my email, that's what I said. It's just so weird, isn't it, that Amber Heard and Evan Rachel Wood both prop themselves up. That's so weird, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, kind of weird, huh? Yeah. It all sounds like a plan, bro. That's all it is. It just sounds like a fucking plan. So we're going to leave it there. Thank you for staying with me on this one. Do I have anything else? Let me see. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. We will catch you next time.